sorted and done. All right, you got your lads ready to rock and roll?
Yeah.
Love you.
All right,
It's a fucking good.
Oh,
Pretty much. How good is this mic, by the way?
pretty
This is
good. Which mic are you using?
I can't even hear you properly, Ryan.
Oh, that one. I got
Yep.
courtesy of someone in particular.
Is that mine?
Yeah. I'm using this one though. This one's pretty good.
I thought I found that mic in my house. One sec. One sec.
Because you gave that other one to me.
Oh, you gay fan.
Yeah. You're like, hey Adam, have the. Oh, goodbye. All right. So, let me acquire the map that I need.
Adam, how are we coming through to you, by the way? Just
Fine, you guys are coming through perfectly fine. Are you just doing it over?
How's he?
He's fine. There's no problems.
Hey, Adam.
Yeah,
Do you want the box for that as well?
it's fine. Yeah, no, we're good. No, but thank you.
It's a bad idea.
North map. I forget what the map's called. Sorted. All right.
Oh,
Open.
you fuck. You're the one with the knife.
Yep.
You bastard. I was looking for that.
All right, cool. I'm gonna make a handout right now. Fuck, where were we again? I forget what this place is called.
Fucking Matt, fucking whiskey, fucking.
Only small amounts of alcohol, please.
How do you do the rolling?
Slash roll. Remember, slash roll and then space D whatever it is and how many of them goes before that.
1D something?
What? No, you
Yeah.
don't have to write roll. You just do 1D. Is that Dylan's cat?
Richard's the cat again.
No.
That's probably my cat.
Ah, you're there,
And then
Richard. I can't
do,
see you.
like, +2 if you roll it more than once.
I can see me.
No.
I can see my cat.
I've got a thing of your screen. That's right.
Don't know what's going on.
Popcorn. Right.
North
I
Irindar.
unmuted- I thought I unmuted that.
What?
I rolled 100D100s.
Fuck you, Ryan.
Unmuted, then you said no. I think-
I'm just.
who the fuck moved their characters? Fuck you.
That was me.
Fuck you.
There you go. All right, lads. Richard, you wouldn't have seen this before, but the other lads have seen this, and if they haven't, then they've done bad.
Is his dick?
Oh, it was 2.
There you go. Jesus Christ. All right, there you go, lads. There you go. That is the map of the land we are in. If you look to the top, you guys are currently located in the town of Car. All right?
Right? Yeah.
That's where you're
Got a
starting.
nice car. Get
Yeah?
out my car.
Where are we?
Car. Left side. On there. So the idea is, if I can get some silence, the idea of this party so far is being that all of you guys have had your previous lives before adventuring, but now you've thought, so that's no more. Now we should start becoming adventurers because this new thing's come out called an adventuring guild. This is where you and a group of people sign up to a company and you decide to be an adventuring crew. An adventuring crew takes jobs for money, which then solve problems of anyone and anything. They go in and out of the law to do with the activities. Ryan and restop. So people would send in a request to you or a request to the guild. The guild will find a party that's adequate and send those people off. Now you guys have heard about this kind of thing, and I presume you guys probably met at a tavern. You guys probably were waiting in line to sign up or something, and you guys got talking and say, hey, we should get together and create the Red Saber, which you guys are called, right? Red Saber?
Red flavor.
Yeah.
Red Saber. Yeah.
Yep.
So you're inside. So you guys are currently inside the city of Car. Now the city of Car is population around 2,000 people. It's moderately well off. I mean, it's not the most beautiful or gorgeous place you've ever seen, but it's not the most horrible or disgusting place you've seen. It's kind of smack in the middle. It's got a decent amount of shops. It's got everything you kind of need, everything to go to. And this Adventurers Guild is set up right next to a bar called the Flaming Turkey. And
I like that name.
the tavern names are the best because it's so many taverns. You got to come up with so many names. And it's like the first thing off the top of your head. Yeah. Oh, no, that's later. There is a tavern called the Dog's Bollocks. Don't you worry.
I love a refreshing red drink. That is
Red flavor.
Coca-
Wait, don't
Red
get
flavor.
sponsored here, man.
But anyway, so
Tacky, baby.
in Car, 2,000 people living there. Kind of the population's. I mean, there's not much crime. It's pretty mediocre. It's kind of normal, kind of alright. So yeah, so you guys are sitting in the tavern, kind of just chatting, chilling at the moment. When Richard's gone.
Oh, what happened?
I'll show you a beer.
So yeah, so you guys are just sitting in the tavern. You guys are kind of waiting in line. There's a ticket order for when you can sign up to the guild because you have to kind of go for an interview and they have to see. You have to write down who you are. You have to agree to the terms and conditions, kind of thing. So then,
Will you
because
roll for
somebody,
that?
huh? What'd
Will
you say,
roll
Dylan?
for that?
No, you don't have to roll for
initiative
that. No,
to
you just
get
sign a
up.
piece of paper to see if you agree
Right,
with
see
what they're
which
saying.
order we're in,
Yeah.
'cause I'm before Ryan.
So you guys are chilling in the tavern, just in the middle of the tavern. There's about 20 people in there at the moment, in between getting drunk and not drunk and just kind of chilling. And you guys are number 5 on the list. So you hear the number 3 get called. You hear this old man comes through and says, I would like group number 3, please." And you see a dwarf, 2 elves stand up and walk into the room that he was in, and then the door closes. So at the moment, you guys are just chilling in the bar. You can do whatever you like. You can wait until your number comes, or if there's anything in particular you want to say or talk about, we can do that now. Lads, you listening?
I'm cool to wait.
Yeah, just chilling at the bar.
Yeah, we'll have a few 10 cards of ale.
Tankards of ale. How many are you having?
I will have 2.
All right, that's gonna cost you 2 silver. So take 2 silver off.
Alright.
You're right.
Or maybe that should be one of the things rather than speed. See
What?
how much stuff I've got.
Maybe. Richard, is there anything you want to do? Or you're just chilling with these guys just around a table.
I might get some whiskey, being a half elf, slightly more refined,
That's all right. I can dig that.
space human.
Whiskey's a little bit more expensive than your classic ale, so it will cost you about 3 silver per, like, I guess, cupful. You'd have some ice on top of it as well, but the barkeep's more. He asks you, would you prefer like the traditional stuff, like the older stuff, or would you prefer just like the old bland normal stuff?
What'd you do?
What would you prefer? Because you seem like a man of certain.
It's not a social occasion. I'll drink some regular whiskey.
No worries. So he charges you 1 silver and 5 copper. 10 copper to 1 silver and 10 silver to 1 gold. Just so you know. So he charges you 1 silver and 5 copper. All right. So as you come back to the sitting down with the rest of the lads, you hear number 4, please, get called out, and you see 3 humans stand up and start to go inside the room. You notice that kind of in the room, each table seems to be each party. You notice that there's a group with like 4 girls sitting in a corner, women sitting in a corner. 2 of them being dwarven, 1 of them elven, the last one is a dragonborn, which is very strange to see in these parts. They don't travel this far south. And you also see in the other side, you see 4 dwarves just basically laughing, being very loud in the corner. So yeah, all is well. No arguments. Nothing's happening at the moment. It's quite still in the pub at the moment. And then the door opens, and the old man says, "Can group number 5 please come through?" And that's you guys. Did you follow through and walk through?
Yes.
Beautiful. All right, Dylan and everyone gets up. You follow the old man. The old man kind of opens the door and he lets. Did you take cup with you? Or did you finish your cup?
I take it with me.
All right.
Both
I
of
didn't
them.
have a cup.
I took one with me.
Cool. As you're at the door, he says, please return the cups back to the tavern when you're finished. And let you through. It's kind of it's a narrow hallway. You have to kind of stand behind each other in a line. Your shoulders aren't quite touching the sides. It's like a body and a half kind of sideways. But you follow this route down, and then there's a door at the end, which he then stops outside and says, "This is the room. Please go through." So he opens the door for you. You guys wander in, and there's a gnome sitting behind a desk, kind of saying, "Ah, excellent, guys. Come in, come in, come in. You guys are Red Saber, is that correct? Am I saying it right? Red Saber?
Yep.
Yep. Beautiful. All right, come take a seat. Take a
Yep.
seat." He offers you chairs. There's about 6 seats there, and you guys can just sit wherever you like. So you've heard about the Adventurers Guild. We just take quests and stuff. I'm sure you've read the papers and the flyers seen everywhere, right? You understand what you're signing up to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right, so tell us a bit about yourselves. What kind of skills can you give us, and what kind of skills can you present to us? What make us want to hire you? I guess in a way, like individually. So he ushers over towards you, Dylan. He says, for instance, you what's your name, sir? What's your name?
I am Newskin.
Nice to meet you, Newskin. And what kind of skills can you bring to our company? I guess.
And I am the finest thief in the land.
Hey, I like to hear those things. You been thieving for a long time, or are you just kind of like a casual thief, like a pickpocket?
My whole life.
Hey,
Whole life.
we could use someone like you. And you, dwarf. Dwarf, what are your skills? What things can you do? What's your name, for instance?
My name is Jargon Farse.
Jargon Farse.
Yeah. And I can heal.
So are you a
and I can stack things with my club.
So are you a paladin, a druid, cleric?
He's a faggot.
Yeah. All right. And I see we've got two what looks like bowmen with us. Two people who apparently use a bow. I guess he points towards you, Richard. It's like half elf. Give us a bit about yourself. I mean, what have you been doing recently?
I'm Joseph. I'm Ranger. I also dabble in longswords. And haven't been up much lately.
Okay, so just kind of like
Which is why I'm looking to join these guys.
that makes sense. I can dig that. And last but not least, you Ranger. What's your story? Who are you?
Yes, cleric. You got something to say to me? Oh, okay. Yes, my name is Hatham.
Nice to meet you, Hathan. All right, I'll tell you what. We usually, like most places, we have kind of like a trial shift to see if you guys can kind of get hired and whether you're worth getting hired. So, first of all, who's the leader? Who would you say would be the leader of your crew? Because we directly hand our quests to the leader, and the leader will then tell the rest of the party or describe to the party what to do. So, who would you say is your leader? Anyone going to self-nominate themselves, or do you want me to just choose?
You may
Should we
choose.
roll for it or something?
Well, you don't need to roll for a leader. This
I'm
is
happy
just
to sit in the corner.
like you can just choose a
in the
leader, or you
corner.
can say, "I want to be leader."
I want to be later.
All right.
Okay.
He
Cool.
hands you a piece of paper, and he says, "To get you guys, I need you guys to write your
Ryan.
names." Yes.
Ryan.
I need you
Ryan.
guys. I need you guys to write down on your piece of
Can you
paper.
see my
Shh.
thing or not?
Shh.
We can now.
Ryan, he's offering you a high five.
Oh,
High five.
yeah.
All right, he gives you a piece of paper. Said, "This is just like a terms and conditions thing, like that we're not cannibal for injuries and deaths and like lacerations or decapitations, loss of limbs, eyesight, deafness, speech. If you go into a blabbering mess, we're not cannibal. If you drop your sword or lose any equipment on the way, we're not. We don't have to pay you back. Those kind of things, you know, like beheadings, losing of eyes, tongues, teeth, faces,
I
minks."
read it and I sign all our names.
Beautiful. That's the way. That's the spirit. He snatches it off you quickly, and he's like, "All right, give this one a go. This one, it's pretty straightforward, but you know, it should be alright. So, Ryan, he hands you this. Alright? Give me a sec. Because you're the only one who's allowed to see it. But Reese will see it anyway.
No, he won't.
There you go, Reese.
Yeah. I'll go get another point.
So, he says, and take this with you and you may leave. And so he shows you a different door that you exit out of, and you find yourself inside the guild, which has got the other parties you saw in there, some of them discussing in corners about stuff. There's about 2 parties left in there, but you see some leave and some are about to leave. But you get handed this note, which, as you can see, is described as it is. Are you going to tell the rest of the party?
You
Hang on.
better.
I'm still-
Is there anything you guys want to do or have a look at while he's reading through this letter?
I got it.
All right. Who wants to go kill some goblins?
Yeah.
I dropped my bar on the bar.
Where are we going, Ryan?
Beautiful.
Where are the goblins?
We're going to John's farm, which is located just outside of
I say I'm in.
Steinemston.
Okay, there.
Steinemanstein.
Steinemston.
I like this
Cinnamon.
illiterate dwarf.
Whatever that word that Adam just said. An incredibly
You can
hard
pass
thing
the
to
piece of
pronounce.
paper. You can pass the piece of paper to other members of the party, and they will be able to see it.
No, it's my paper. I'm putting it in my Bible.
Okay. All right. Do you tell them
You
anything
read it,
else?
Monk? No. Oh, the reward is 50 gold pieces, and we're gonna
That's
share
alright.
that.
25.
Oh, that's pretty shit then. Alright, let's do it.
All right. Cool. So you guys currently inside car, and to travel, because I would presume one of you guys have a map. So looking at the map, Steimundston is
I
actually
believe in the map.
located closer. It's the very last village towards Goa. So you have to travel for 3 days before you can get. 4 days, sorry, before you can get there. All right.
What? Give
It's a
us another
4-day travel.
quest.
It's 4 days travel.
Closer to home quest. Closer to home quest.
This is the only one you're given.
Can we take the train?
I mean, you guys currently don't have horses, so it's only going to take you. It's going to take you 4 days to walk, but in between, each town's going to have a tavern you can stay at.
Can we run?
You can run if you like, but I'd have to get an endurance check to see if you can actually run the whole way.
What's
And
my
several.
endurance?
It's a constitution check.
Constitution. What's my constitution?
Brian, we've lost
Pretty
you.
high.
I'm happy to take off jogging.
Alright. Okay, so after
No, I'm
getting,
not running.
do you guys start to head out? Like, is there anything you need inside the city before you go?
Mm-hmm.
No, I think I got everything.
Beautiful.
So I think I'm all packed.
Alright.
I make sure I've got everything in my bag.
Yeah. Everything that you would have in there before you came in is in there still. Just wait for Ryan and Reese.
Okay.
Were you guys ready to head out of town?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I'm taking
Alright.
one beer with me.
I knew there was something I forgot. I forgot my dice. I was like, there's something I've forgotten to get. That's my dice. So, you guys head... So, do any of you guys actually own a map?
I think I do.
Let me check my sack.
I think, Adam, it would be in Adventurer's Kit.
There you go, Dylan. Using your adventurous kit to the way. Your character... You would think your character...
I would have, like,
I
yeah,
got an adventure kit.
So is that a yes? Everyone
I think
thinks
that
they...
goes along with the high wisdom score.
Yeah.
Practice map.
Yeah. Most people own a map of this area. It's a pretty like it doesn't mark out where the small towns are, but you know where the big cities are. To actually you'd actually have to physically buy a local town map to get those kind of
Can
things.
I
But
see
simple.
where thieves are and then see if I can get a good map of them?
You'd know, yeah, you would know in this town. You spent some time in this town. You'd know where the thieves guild's located in this town.
Okay. What would be the logistics of going over there and just talking with a little thieves guild to see if they have a better map?
You can go to a map store and buy a better map if you like.
Oh, fuck it. Never mind. Thieves do better prices, Adam.
No, they don't. Thieves
Wait,
overcharge on
Can I
everything.
go to a map store?
Wait,
and
Yes, you may go to the map store. The party, you're going to
Fine.
follow him to a map store?
No,
Okay, where are you guys going to head then?
we're gonna head to
Yeah.
the farm.
I'll go.
Do you know the way?
Yeah, I got a map.
You
I
don't have...
the power of perception.
Okay, Ryan thinks he can go. So, are we splitting the party already in within like the first 10 minutes of playing?
No, I'll go with stubborn leader.
All right.
Yeah, we
So-
follow the leader, that's fat.
Who's
I know
taking
the way around
charge?
the land, remember?
Who's in charge? Who's taking front?
What's his
So
face?
is Dylan going to map though? I can't hear him at the moment.
Pardon?
But the,
We're all following Ryan.
All right.
What's your character's name?
Yeah, I go piracy.
Yarrigan Farsi.
Jorgen.
So,
yep.
Yarrigan Farsi, I need you.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Like it's a pretty reasonable path. Like outside of where you're going, there's a direct path. It's a well-trodden path. It's a road, basically. And you know, from traveling around, you would know where basically most places around here are. You've recently
Oh, yeah,
traveled
yeah,
down from
fucking
Gore. You haven't. None of you guys have actually traveled to Gore yet. Most of you have either traveled from the north. Well, Ryan, you know you've traveled from the north down, so you would have landed in Gua, and then you would have traveled down to Car. And Reese, you would have traveled from Bank up to Vercel, and then Vertil.
Adam, can you send me the map again? I probably should.
The map's on there. It says show to players.
Where?
There. Can you see that?
Oh, there. Sweet. Yep.
Everyone's got the map. It's just there.
Where did I start?
You're a human, right?
So you watching any shows or downloading?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd probably be.
It's so terrible.
Let's have a look.
We're playing some damn
Stelm. You would have been in Stelm.
There's a foreigner who's
Down in the
British.
bo-
The fuck
north.
is Stelm?
South. Reese in that. Alright.
Way south.
Yeah, well, Reese is south as well. Alright, so you guys start heading down in this direction. Now, I need them to reload. Yeah, they're reloading anyway. Alright, I need, because he's leading the pack, I need him to actually roll to see if he's going in the right direction. Just so he knows. Actually, no. There's a road path. You guys don't have to worry about which direction you're going in. I'm going to roll to see if there's any problems on the road or anything. Yep, you guys travel down the road completely fine. You end up getting to the village of... Let me double check. You guys are in the village of Smatlet. It's a small village. I mean, population maybe 30 people. There's a tavern there. There's an inn there. But nothing too big. Mainly a farming community. They're usually around here. Most of the farms and most of the areas are actually places that produce wheat or produce vegetables to be then sold or given to the lords and stuff. So as you guys enter town, it's just like any other village. Nothing really is going on at the moment. Everyone's working, and but it's coming down to about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So people are wrapping up their work. They're kind of relaxing a little bit more. But you guys can push ahead through this town if you want, or you can stay here the night. It is up to you guys.
We should probably
I
stay the
vote
night, guys.
Stay here tonight.
All right.
Find a swanky hotel.
Okay. Well, there's no hotel. There's the inn or the tavern. You can
Yeah.
choose between two. The inn is called the inn's called the Fine Estate, and the tavern is called the Wench.
Let's stay at the fine estate.
What costs less? I'll sleep outside.
You want to sleep outside, Reese?
Yeah,
All right.
Sleep in the fine estate.
Done.
because I can save my money.
Where you going,
Can
Richard?
I locate a thieves guild?
Not in this town. This town's too small to have a thieves guild in it.
No.
No.
Maybe downstairs.
Oh, good. All right. So
Is there a
Ryan.
chapel?
No. Oh, actually. Let me have a look. Yeah, this town has a small chapel. You recognize it as a chapel of Paylor, the Sun Lord.
Cool. Can we stay there?
Yeah, stay there.
Ryan, as a cleric, would you know if you could stay there or not?
I can try.
Yeah. Usually clerics can stay at most churches for free of charge.
Would we
handy having a cleric. So do you want to go? You're going to go to the minister and have a talk to him, Ryan?
I don't know. Ask him. It's his fault.
Do it, Ryan.
Yeah,
Are
Yeah?
we allowed to stay there
I'm gonna
too?
go give him a bit of a high five.
All right, you walk up to the gate. It's an old I guess church made out of wood.
All right.
It's all made out of wood. There's small stone foundations part of it, like kind of holding the outside together kind of thing. With the stone archway, which is where you enter. At the moment, there's nothing really going on. You can see the priest just walking around, kind of seeing to flowers that were left behind, seeing to the candles, making sure they're lit. And in the background, you see a big star. I guess it's kind of like a sun-looking star on the roof, completely made what you think would be made out of iron, but then was then painted with a gold kind of paint. And he hasn't noticed you walk in yet, but there's like what are called priors, those benches they sit on as they have a service. But there's a few of them, but they're all empty. It's only the priest there at the moment.
We fuck him up.
No, he's a priest.
I'm an atheist.
We don't fuck up priests.
Steal all the candlesticks.
What'd you say, Richard?
Oh,
I'm thinking.
What did you say, Richard?
I go and chat to the priest.
The thief gonna steal all the candlesticks.
Once more, Richard, for the hard of hearing.
Is the thief gonna steal all the candlesticks?
You're gonna try and steal a candlestick. Is that what you're doing, Richard? Stealing a candlestick?
Is the thief gonna steal all the candlesticks?
Ah, you're asking the thief.
Me?
Yeah.
Why'd you want a candle?
Yes.
Sell it.
The thief's gonna steal all the candlesticks. Sounds like he
I'll
you
do
know,
it when
just
we're
steal the guy.
leaving.
I don't know.
I'll do it when we're
I'm
leaving.
not quite sure.
All right, Ryan,
do
you
it
go
when
up
we're
to the
leaving.
priest
That
and
way, at least we've slept. If we get kicked out, then boo-hoo. But after we've slept, I'll try and steal a candle.
All right, Ryan, as you go up to the priest, he turns around and says, "Ah, yes, child. What is it that you'd like?"
I'd like to know if my party can stay here tonight. Me and my party and I. This language.
Yes, you may. We would of course ask you to make a small offering if you can. At our plinth, but we're more than merry to let you sleep in the night, young cleric. Yeah.
Alright, guys, chuck 5 gold pieces on the statue and let's go to
Fuck
bed.
gold! Fuck that!
I'm
Put
still
like
sleeping
1
as well.
silver.
Yeah, Reese.
Well, you're a sweet fuck, aren't you?
Fairly generous.
Yeah.
I still sleep outside.
Yeah, guys. Just so you know, a gold coin is considered around $20.
Yeah, so fucking give him
Yeah.
like.
I'm
5
gonna make that
silver.
god happy with me and give me some superpowers.
You're gonna give him $100
Yeah.
each.
Yeah?
May as
I'm
well
not.
have stayed in the freaking inn.
Wait, how much gold do you guys
Yeah.
have?
Not much.
I'll give
How much gold do you have, Ryan?
I got like 50
Like
gold
50
pieces.
Well, then you make the donation for us.
That's about right. Or is it 5 silver? 5 silver.
I've got 10.
All right, Richard gives you 5 silver, Ryan, which is half a
money.
gold.
I'm a thief. I don't give.
Wait, why
I
is Richard
take.
giving me 5 silver?
I've only got 33.
Because he's not giving you 5 gold. He's giving you 5 silver.
For the
Alright, fine.
as a donation.
I'll put a gold on for all of you.
The
Being
priest
okay
thanks you a lot. He's like, "Thank you. Yes, yes. Stay many nights if you need to. More
See,
than
I told you
welcome.
that was too generous.
More than welcome." He kind of takes it and he puts it over in the plinth and he's very happy. He says, "If there's anything you need, come ask, and I'm more than happy to help you. I'm just going to attend to the garden for a bit. Is that all right? Can I leave you in here?" Okay. So he leaves out the back. Let's go to Reese. Reese, where do you want to sleep outside, just on the floor, or do you want to find a tree to sleep in?